the story. Two sides to the story. What's up, y'all? It's your boy D-Lyles.
And it's Danielle Serene.
And we're your two favorite talk show hosts of your favorite show, Talk. What's up, guys? Look, we have something interesting for you guys today. We're talking about how to bring dreams to reality for the first segment. So, I'll start it off. Matter of fact, no. Ladies first. You do the honors. Go ahead. You do the honors.
All right. I feel like in order to bring your dream to reality, you have to definitely write down your goals and you have to work hard.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pray, let God lead you.
For sure.
Do some research if you're not sure what route to go.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you need to, network, get other people involved, be around positive people, and get out your comfort zone. I feel like since I'm a writer, it took me a long time to write my first book because I was just scared. I was like, oh my God, nobody's gonna read it. But at the end of the day, you have to believe in yourself and you have to do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, how about you?
Yeah, for sure. I think, I do think that, you should keep God first and, make every endeavor count. And the main thing is that, you have to turn your actions into words, and your words into actions. So what I mean by that is whatever you do, if someone asks you, it turns into meaning because you have to explain to them. And so without the action, the words don't have the meaning.
Right.
And so you must have like a plan. I feel like planning things out and actually doing the action, it lines up, and it may not work all the time for you, but essentially half the time when you keep God first, it actually lines up the way it's supposed to, and we all know nothing goes as planned as it, as we think it is. And sometimes I feel like that's what kind of holds us back is our expectations of what we need to happen in the moment, and, we can't physically touch dreams, but we can make realities. We can make that, I
manifest.
feel like if we, right. Yeah. Manifest it. What is your view on manifestation? Like what is one thing that you hope to manifest?
I'm trying to think of the definition of manifest.
Something to come true.
I know, but it's weird. I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Ask the question again. I'm sorry.
What is one thing, or like, what is your view on manifestation?
Well, I feel like faith without works is dead.
For sure.
So anything that you have in your mind, you can do it, but you just have to you have to do it. You just can't say, oh, this is going to happen, that is going to happen. You just have to put your mind to it, stick to it, and get it going. You have to put it out there, until the earth, let it be known. But you can let it be known. If you don't put in no action, then it's not going to happen. So.
Exactly. Those words you're going to say, like, I will be a CEO, or I will own my company, and if I say that, then like you said, do your research. How do you own a company? How do you get, own your own business? How do you go about doing that? And then when you actually become that business owner, then this is how I became a business owner. You made your actions turn into words to help someone else.
Exactly. And us being Black people, we have to work twice as hard to get to the top. And it's unfortunate, but that's just what we have to do.
For sure, man. And when I first started doing music, the crazy thing is when I started playing the piano, that was like one of the hardest things I felt for me, because I was a singer. I was just going to try to, sing, but trying to play the piano, it became difficult because I couldn't figure out how to play and sing at the same time, until one day I was just like, you know what? I'm listening to Stevie Wonder. I'm looking at such and such. I want to play and sing. I want to do that. But first I had to do the research. I had to learn how to play the piano first.
So
You
how
know,
long did you think that? How long did that take you to learn how to sing and play the piano at the same time?
I took over like a year or two to really
Okay.
like get it, and church helped me out a lot with that because you have to play and sing in some instances. You have to do that, So that's the crazy thing, It's and my point is that sometimes when we're manifesting stuff or we're trying to make dreams into reality, we often skip the part to there's something you have to learn first before you go to that. Like you said, the research, but there's also something else to that other part to your dream that you haven't even came to yet. You haven't even reached that point yet. You haven't even come into yourself or reached the peak of who you are first to actually make that manifestation real. That makes sense.
It do make sense.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, so and I hope out there. I hope you guys, I hope you guys understand what we're saying, and that everybody has dreams. Me and Danielle, we have dreams, but you guys also have dreams too. And don't feel like your dream is not important, because it is. It's yours. You have the right to manifest it. You have that right.
Right. I could say for myself, like I've been writing since I was 12 years old, and I just came out with my first book in my late 20s because I was scared to do so. I was just scared what other people would think. And what I realized when I got older is that I wasted time, and you just have to get out. I have to get out my comfort zone, because if you're comfortable, then that means a lot of times you're not going to be able to do anything. Sometimes, in order to reach your dream, you have to get out your comfort zone, and that's what I had to do. I was so happy when I did it, when I wrote my first book, because that's me. I did that. I wish I would have did it sooner, but I can't change the past. The only thing that I can do is move forward. So
Right. And that's the thing. You didn't dwell on it too. Like people, you can't dwell on something like you can't change. Like if
right.
you can't change it, like why even, like put yourself through stress, or I stress yourself. And that's a big thing too with trying to make your dreams reality. Along the way, I've made some mistakes, trying to figure out why this isn't working and why that isn't working. Why did this door close and why did that door open? It's like I'm stressing myself out and trying to understand it when it's all still part of the learning process. Making dreams to reality, guys. In the comments, name something that you already have turned or manifested, and name some things that you would want to make a reality one day. Something I would say, I don't want to say nothing mundane, but something that will help other people in the future. I think that matters. If I manifest something, to not just to benefit myself, but help other people as well, I think that those are important too.
Another thing to add is write those things down. Things that you want to do, or your plan or your goals, write it all
Right,
down. Put
right.
it by your mirror. Look at it every day. Say it out loud to yourself every day. That way you do it, you see it, and then that's it.
Nice, nice, nice. So, next on the list today, we're gonna talk about two black pioneers, and this is supposed to be facts, guys. So, I know we did this the last episode, but we're gonna do it again until the month of February is out. So, and I'm thinking this is probably the last episode for that. I
Yeah.
assume so. Yeah. So we have two more people for you guys, and who are yours?
Okay, so my first person, her name is Mary Jane Patterson. She became the first black woman to graduate from an established American college, which was Oberlin College. She After she completed her studies in 1862, she also was appointed a teacher assistant in the female department of the Institute of Colored Youth in Philadelphia. She also taught at another high school for the colored youth, and they renamed this school Dunbar. And she served as the school's first black principal from 1871 to 1874. That's a good one for me because I never knew this. Mary Jane Patterson. Make sure you guys look that up. So, what's one of your people?
You know what? You know what? And that's crazy. When you said it was all good until you said Dunbar. Like we went to high school at Corliss. All right, so Dunbar and it's what's crazy. I was gonna talk about Percy L. Julian, but I changed it. Okay, because by now everybody in Chicago or most people would know about Percy L. Julian, I guess, right? But they were like, a rival. So it was like, nah, I ain't gonna talk about it. And that's crazy because it's only the school and not the person, right? So you
Right.
said Dunbar. I was like,
It's just a building.
yeah, it's just a building. I'm gonna get over it, guys. So my first person is John Hope Franklin, a scholar of African American history. John Franklin, Hope Franklin, a prolific scholar of African American history who profoundly influenced thinking about slavery and Reconstruction while helping to further the civil rights struggle. He died Wednesday in Durham, North Carolina. He was 94. Now, a spokesman for Duke University, where Dr. Franklin taught, said he died of a congestive heart failure at university's hospital. Now, the crazy thing about that is, and the reason I'm mentioning is because the man was 94. Like, he waited all the way till he was 94 to die of congestive heart failure. Like, that's weird to me. But the crazy thing is, like, that goes to show you that, man, black don't crack. You could live that long and something just, happens to you. But but anyway, during a career of scholarship, teaching and advocacy that spanned more than 70 years, Dr. Franklin was deeply involved in the painful debates that helped reshape America's racial identity, working with the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., W.E. Du Bois, Thurgood Marshall, and other major civil rights figures of the 20th century. So, guys, in other words, this man, the reason why he's so interesting is that it's one thing to actually be a leader for civil rights, but to actually help shape and understand what, African American history is. It goes beyond the stem of slavery, but understanding how it became to be slavery and why we allowed that. And the painful debates, I think, came from that because I don't think all black folks was in agreement in that time of what was happening. Why this is happening. Why is segregation happening this way? What can we do to fix this? And I do believe they had disagreements about that. And I feel like John Hope was one of those voices to help understand that.
Thank you. That was a good fact.
Thank you.
I heard him before. I don't remember where.
Yeah, and he actually has a school here. I think it's a private school, if I'm
John Hope?
yeah, it's called John Hope. It's a school. It's here in Chicago.
Never knew that one.
See?
All right, so for my next person, her name is Mary Eliza Mahoney. She was born in 1845, and she was a cook, a janitor, and a washerwoman before she started working at the New England Hospital for Women and Children. And she became the first black person to be a nurse in the United States. And that's just amazing because there's so many nurses out there. And just imagine, like yourself, you going into the hospital and you're the only black person surrounded by nobody else that looks like you. Versus today where it's so many, black nurses. So that was just amazing right there. So she was a nurse for 40 years. And then she also directed the Howard Orphan Asylum in Long Island, New York. And she was also the founding member of a group that became the American Nurses Association. So we have to give it up for her. She definitely paved the way for black nurses. Mary Eliza Mahoney.
Nice. Now, you said Mahoney or Mahoney?
Mahoney. Wait,
Mahoney.
Mahoney?
I'm finna say Mahomes.
Mahoney.
I'm finna say Mahomes. He just came from the Super Bowl. Okay. All right. That was nice. That was really nice. Very informative.
Thank you.
My next one is Garrett Morgan. Garrett Augustus Morgan Sr. was an African-American inventor, businessman, and community leader. His most notable inventions were a three-position traffic signal and a smoke hood, which is a predecessor to the gas mask, notably used in the 1960 tunnel construction disaster rescue. Now, I know that there's this thing that, everything that we see or use is invented, by a white person. More people are being noticed, that are not black. But to find that this man was the one that created the three signal, because damn it, look, I think that he should have put the words on there, like stop, slow down, and then go, because it seems like people still don't get the color when to stop, when to slow down, or when to go.
But you can have the words and people are still going to do what they want to do.
And that's true. That's true. That's true. But it's good to know that a brother did it. If if it was me, or I'd have been like, "Hey, nigga, slow down." I'd have put like some actions or some words or some audio. Like, hey, nigga, didn't you hear me say slow down? I say I do something like that.
Audio, that didn't come
Yeah,
out.
I would definitely like, hey, yo, go. I need you to go. Have some audio, or somebody just be there at all times at certain lights saying audio. Like, okay, y'all can go now. The light is green. Go. Stop. Slow
That
down.
sounds good, but come on now, because I know like when the light turns yellow, I don't slow down. I speed up. I'm not trying to be stuck at that light again.
You're one of those people.
Yes.
You're definitely one of those people.
So you never ran a yellow light.
But how do you run a yellow light though? How do you run it?
You just go faster.
No, you don't go faster. You slow down.
No, so you telling me you never went fast when
I'm
the
just
light was
saying,
yellow?
if I'm close to the intersection already and I'm almost crossing the line and I'm slowing down, okay, I'm already in the intersection. But if I see it before I get to the line, that means slow down, not speed up,
Man,
just
please.
to get in the middle of the intersection and it's red.
Well, of course, you shouldn't pass the yellow light if you all the way in the back. But I'm saying if I'm close enough or look like I'm close enough, I'm speeding up.
Look out for her on the streets, y'all.
I'm a
be
safe
careful.
driver, though.
Be careful. Be careful.
I'm a safe driver. Don't do
Okay.
me.
Then, well, whatever. you are.
Hater.
So the next part of this is 2 things we would say to our younger selves. I'm gonna start this off. All right. For one, save money instantly as soon as you get out of high school.
Oh my God, that is a good one.
Start saving it. I thought of everything to buy once I became an adult, especially out of high school, and you quickly learn like you got other stuff to take care of, so you can't always get what you want when you want it. That's a tough reality for me.
But your mindset back then is completely
It
different
was
from when you're an adult.
so different.
Yeah.
You go through stuff as an adult, and it's like, yeah, that was pretty stupid.
Right. What was I doing back then? I could have saved up a whole bunch of money, but I blew it.
A whole lot of money, and then staying with your parents, I could have saved so much money.
Right.
So much money, but I ain't,
As
I
soon
didn't
as
know.
you got the money, you blew it. I know I did. I don't even know
Chips
on
with
what.
cheese, shoes, clothes. You always need something,
Whole check was gone.
Whole check, man. And the second one is, I want to say, and this one may sound rhetorical, guys, but this is something that most people really do not do if you think about it. Spend more time with my loved ones.
Okay.
All right. There's been times where I have said or thought about it, or people, I wish I would have, been there that day or that day, and it's like you can never be too busy for your loved ones, even if, the matriarchs of the family, like, spend time with them, just go see them. And I haven't seen one of my aunts in a while, and I just been thinking like, man, I haven't had the time to do it, but I'm going to make some time to go do it, because I don't want to wake up one day and be like, yo, I wish she's still here. I miss her cooking. It's like, I want to, it's like one of those things to where I just want to spend more time with my loved ones before, something happens. People take it for granted.
That's definitely true.
Mm-hmm.
I can say for myself, like, since my cousin just passed recently,
Mm-hmm.
I felt so bad because I was supposed to have went to go see him last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do it this year. But he already passed away, so it's like now I won't be able to see him again. So it's definitely important to spend time with your loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
You make time. If you want to do something, you're going to do it. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So for mine, I would say to my younger self for the first one, I would definitely say love yourself. Back then, I was so... Ooh, child.
What?
Yeah,
You
what?
didn't seem that way, but go ahead. Go ahead.
You didn't even know me back then.
That's a whole nother story. Skip over it. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, we gonna tell this story one day. But
Mm-hmm.
I definitely was hard on myself, and I didn't love myself. I didn't know how. So I remember like when I was like in relationships back then, I used to like hurt other people, not on purpose, but I can't love you the right way if I don't love myself.
What?
So what?
I am appalled.
I'm being real.
Fellas, you hear this? Women, do you hear this?
I was a
And
little
to
girl.
think that it was always the men with that mentality.
Nobody ever said that. You know, when you young, you know, your mindset is not the same. So definitely love yourself. You have to be positive.
And with that being said, I'm sorry to cut you off. With that being said, think of that the same way when you're mad at us. Women, do you hear that? Sometimes
Lord.
men are just young and dumb. Okay, you can blame it on that. It's not that we just ain't nothing. We were young and
It
dumb.
was both.
But go ahead, keep going.
Anyway, because if you don't love yourself, you can't expect to love nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
And my other one would be, you have to be confident, man. Confidence is everything. If you don't have like that self-love, that self-confidence, it's going to be very hard for you, I feel like, in life. And it was hard for me because I just didn't have it was hard back then. You know, I didn't have like high self-esteem back then.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I just wasn't confident, nothing. Everything about me I didn't like. And it shouldn't have been like that. So, but now that I'm old, I had to grow and I had to learn for myself. I had to grow to love myself. Because if you don't love yourself, you don't be confident in yourself, then it's definitely going to be a challenge in life. So.
Yeah, I mean, what I was going to say was it really didn't seem that way when we were in high school together. And of course, like you said, we really didn't know each other like that, but we knew of each other. But seeing you around, it didn't seem like you didn't love yourself, though. I think, this is me, I think it's a thing. I don't think, did you ever talk to your friends about that?
No.
And that's the thing. You were just going about your day, having a good day with the friends, and probably all of y'all damn near got low self-esteem.
But that's a lot of girls. You know, it's just, I don't know. I feel like if you don't have that guidance, somebody helping you in life to like, you know, help guide you and lead you, or even those type of friends, then I didn't know what to do. You know, I didn't know that I didn't know how to talk to my friends about something like that. You know, I feel like my business, whatever I was going on back then, was between me, myself, and I. And that was that mindset. It wasn't like that. It's not like that anymore. By the grace of God, it definitely took me a long way to get where I am. Like, Darius would tell me, oh, you used to be so mean. You used to look like you just hate everybody.
Meanism.
I didn't. That was just my face, you know, just going through a lot. But I didn't have any confidence and I didn't love myself. So that's something I would definitely say to my younger self.
And the other side of that, you know, you didn't turn out to be so bad, which I found out. It's cool, though. It's all right, you know.
What does that mean?
No,
I'm
it's
better.
It's okay. You're better. You're better. You're
better
wiser.
now. Versus somebody who used to just stare at me in high school and not say anything. But anyway.
Stare at you in high school?
Yeah.
Man, I was Return of the Man. Nah, but guys, look, we hope you guys enjoyed this segment for today. Join us next time for another episode of Talk. This is your boy D Lyles.
It's your girl Danielle Serene.
Peace out.
Bye.